Witam serdecznie widzowie, Resil się kłania, moi drodzy, choć mówiłem, że nie będę szybko wracał do tej gry. The Perils of Man wciąga mnie jednak. I powiem wam, że tak jak ostatnim razem rozegrałem 4 godziny, tak tutaj tym razem 37 minut. No, to jednak wiecie, sentyment. A też po paru latach przypomniało mi się parę rzeczy, których miałem.
The thermostat's in here. The fireplace should be low now. Mum will be unhappy.
I suppose I can fix the fireplace myself now.
Dobra, szybko, Ano, szybko.
How does this work?
Something's under the cushion. My house key.
I think I did it!
Dobrze, że ci się udało.
My favorite ancestor is Thomas Eberlin, my great-great-great-grandfather. He was also a pretty great scientist and inventor. Something about this portrait looks new.
Okej. I nie
Now,
pokazałem
nothing's more
wam
important than
wszystkich
working
obrazów.
late with you guys. I love work so much. I put my famous career above everything else.
Po pierwsze, widzowie, co było istotne, żeśmy się wtedy starali jak najszybciej.
Leave it. I never liked it. A photo of father avoiding us. I'll figure it out someday. Wonder which Eberling shot that beautiful creature. I suppose he would be dead by now anyway. Didn't we have a ladder here? What happened to it? This clock has never worked. I think it's someone's idea of a joke. We got copies of almost every newspaper in Switzerland when father disappeared, but we never found a clue about where he'd gone.
Dobrze. Patrzmy, czy ma nam jeszcze coś do powiedzenia.
Mum?
Nic.
Okay, I'm going outside. The lightning flashed on something shiny in the fountain. 3 gold coins. Okay, that's weird. They weren't here before, and we haven't had visitors in ages.
No tak.
I've practically lived my whole life in that room. I should bring it back to the study. I wasn't trying to escape, I was just cleaning windows. These symbols on the fountain look just like the ones carved on the box containing the glass vial. I thought they looked familiar. Pretty obvious what that is.
Dobra.
I'm supposed to be nervous around storms, but I can't help being fascinated by them at the same time.
Anna? Answer me!
I should go inside. Come on, lightning. It looks like some kind of casting mold for a key. There's nothing alive in there. Plants don't fare well here at Villa Eberlin.
Niebezpieczny las.
No one for miles. When we die, no one will find our bodies for months. Mother says it's full of wolves.
Kształt klucza, także jakby wiemy, do czego tutaj będzie to służyło.
It's an old mechanical diorama. My mother always said it was a family heirloom too delicate for kids to play with. But now I wonder if it has something to do with my father's disappearance. I need to figure out what it does. I need to combine... I hear gears turning. Is that it?
Ona nam niewiele pomoże. Za to nasza Anna jest geniuszem, więc ona zresztą wywodzi się z Any Eberlin, tak jak ja ze swojego rodowodu, więc w jej krwi płynie krew potężnego naukowca. Więc powiesz, że drabina na szyny.
Yeah, I'll set it up. There's no search function in a library. If I want to find something, where do I even start? Success! Okay, the pendulum's working now. The shelves in the corner are moving. Something tells me those stairs don't lead to a wine cellar.
Powiem wam, widzowie, że nie wiem, gdzie my byśmy szukać tego typu odpowiedzi. Ja kiedyś próbowałem i nie dało się tego znaleźć.
This spins and generates electricity. I can't pry open the door. It looks like this chain broke off from the... Coal drops down this chute, right into the boiler.
O Jezu, Anna mi się zgliczowała.
Cool, a generator! Good to know we'll have power if there's a zombie apocalypse. When there's a zombie apocalypse. I can't just spin them anywhere. A steam-powered generator. I can't just spin them anywhere. a steam-powered generator. I can't pry open the door.
Powiem wam, że
I
zapominam.
can't just spend them anywhere.
Jednak często, gęsto, co tutaj się dzieje. Generator parowy, tak? A czy to nie oznacza, widzowie, że będziemy mieli tego, że będziemy mieli... Właśnie, widzowie, zaczynam zastanawiać. Czegoś tutaj chyba jeszcze brakuje. Jeśli mnie pamięć nie myli, to trzeba jeszcze mieć jeden wieszak i jedną...
Here's a flashlight and a 15-amp fuse. My party balloons. Might come in handy. I'll keep them in mind. The thermostat's in here. Just bits and bobs. And a light bulb. Perfect fit. I vaguely remember my father fiddling with this before he went away.
Understanding of what I have discovered, this must be held in absolute secrecy. Should you have any doubts along the way, Darwin will assist you. I congratulate you on discovering the secret of Pepper's ghost. My name is Thomas Eberlin, and I designed this automaton to test your intellect and strength of purpose. But this is only the first test. My years of private research have resulted in a momentous discovery. I have harnessed a power which may prove to be of immense benefit to mankind, but which also holds the potential for unprecedented destruction. After witnessing this destruction in my own son Edgar, I had determined that mankind was not yet ready to possess it. For this reason, I built a secure laboratory to continue my work in secrecy. However, as dangerous as this power can be, I could not in good conscience permit its virtues to be lost to humanity. It became necessary for me to make provisions for my eventual demise. The secure area can only be accessed from my study. To gain entry, you will need to count the specific hours of the day, beginning with the 0 hour. The code to those hours is in this book. Remember this book, and the starting point, the 0 hour. A word of warning. You are about to embark on a perilous journey. Until you have come to a full understanding of what I have discovered, this must be held in absolute secrecy. Should you have any doubts along the way, Darwin will assist you.
W taki oto sposób, widzowie, wracamy z tymi odpowiedziami. Teraz właśnie mnie olśniło, że to tu znajdujemy to, co mieliśmy.
At least we've got plumbing. That's the only improvement they've done in 150 years. meant to recycle that hanger. Yes, that'll work.
Proszę was bardzo. Taki jeden youtuber, Frodo, zapytał się, gdzie jest rozwiązanie zagadki z zegarem. No to właśnie tu, w dioramie. I powiem wam, że sam to odkryłem dopiero po latach. W roku 2018, kiedy w to przechodziłem, to miałem niezłą zagwozdkę, co z tym należy zrobić. I właściwie czego szukam, nie? A tu się okazało, że szukamy właśnie tego. Ja to odkryłem jakiś rok później, kiedy przechodziłem tą grę ponownie. No i trzeba powiedzieć jasno, gierka ma swoje wielkie momenty, kiedy to rozumiem.
Some of these go back to Thomas Eberling's time. This was how they stored information before the internet.
No jak widzicie, mamy książkę już.
Fibonacci time, with hours 0 and 1. The time has just begun. When present is added to past, the future hour is cast. Just as adding the previous two will get to the next in the queue. Great idea! How do I input it?
Już rozumiecie, jak należy rozwiązać tą zagadkę? Mam nadzieję, że nie muszę więcej tego wam tłumaczyć, widzowie. Chociaż rozumiem, że ta zagadka może być nieco zawiła, to jednak robimy ją w dość łatwy sposób i dlatego też chciałem pokazać co i jak, nie?
It worked! I hear lights switching on in the distance. A steam-powered generator. I can't just spend them any. A steam-powered generator. I'm a little scared to go through. Oh, wow! This is probably an air duct. Just old invoices and warranties. This seems too big to be a lab journal. And all the pages are blank, but it has a bookmark. It could be my father's handwriting on the cover. Perils of man. There's that word peril again. Why not just danger? I'm pretty sure my father didn't abandon us just to write a novel. There must be more to this.
Jak wiecie, istnieje coś takiego, co się nazywa atrament sympatyczny.
The chemicals are fresh. Someone... Much of the equipment here... A sturdy lid... A mallet! There, it's on. All right, off.
January 27, 1863. On cold days such as these, I am reminded of that tragic day on the glacier and my dear Elsie. And yet, my spirits are lifted because I have finally understood that the strange power derived from the Bavarian crystal is far more than the simple magnetism as I had assumed.
No i jak
If
widzicie,
these
mamy
latest
tutaj
observations
coś.
are corroborated, I can only conclude that I am dealing with a phenomenon that has never been previously documented. If this is so, then perhaps Elsie's death will not have been in vain.
This is from Thomas Eberlin. But who is Elsie?
Mamy notatkę Tomasa.
This has been under my house my whole life? won't make a key out of this mold. They fit perfectly, ready to melt.
Widzowie, zaczekajcie.
Okay, let me use these tongs to hold it. Okay, we are ready to melt the gold. I have to do this slowly and carefully. Done! Now let's pour out the molten gold before it cools. All right, off. Perfect. I'll use the tongs again and pour it in. Just give it a bit to cool down and I think I've done it.
Jestem, widzowie.
That's it! I've got a gold key! The beautiful little key I made from melted gold. The beautiful little key I made from melted gold. One metal... It's a small vacuum tube filled with the right leg of a big spring that got unwound. He fits! I'll wind it up. Nothing. It looks like he's missing some parts. Maybe I just need to put him back together. That's how you do it.
Ogon. Mamy ogon.
Phew! I see something written underneath. Darwin. Aha! This must be the Darwin that Thomas Diorama mentioned. He said it could help success.
Musimy tego ptaka, widzowie,
Sweet.
podać. Otwór na lewą nogę.
Good.
I otwór na prawą nogę.
Nice. Woodworking tools.
morning, Thomas.
Sorry, Darwin, I'm not Thomas.
Well then, good morning, not Thomas. Would you like to put on your risk atlas?
Thomas is my great-great-great-grandfather. I'm Anna. Oh, I'm sorry. What's a risk atlas?
Birds opening, not Thomas.
Birds opening? How can I find out what that is?
Activating birds opening sequence. Birds opening, not Thomas.
Debiut szachowy. Coś, co lubię.
Fibonacci time with hours 0 and 1. The time has just begun. When present is added to past, the future hour is cast. Just as adding the previous two will get to the next in the queue.
Dobrze, widzowie. Ale debiut nasza bohaterka rozegra już w następnym odcinku. A następny odcinek pojawi się jednak szybciej, bo kiedy ruszamy z miejsca, to...
Thomas said he discovered something with the potential for unprecedented destruction. Could this be it?
to jest
Causality azimuth. Huh. It looks like an unfinished game. Maybe Thomas didn't have any friends to play with.
Dobrze, widzowie, no to debiut, o którym mowa, ogarniemy sobie, widzowie, w następnym odcinku. Anna ruszyła już ze swoją przygodą więc będziemy mogli to wszystko rozegrać jak należy. I oczywiście pora na reklamy. Polecam zakup płyty Afirmacja Aniki Dąbrowskiej, książek Arkady Solskiego, w tym Krew Kamienia, Serce Lodu, książek Katarzyny Klijo-Gucewicz, w tym Księżycowe Blizny, Cienie Północy oraz Drżenia Lata. Mam nadzieję, że filmik wam się spodobał. Jeżeli tak, zostawcie łapkę w górę, subskrypcję, komentarz, follow na Instagramie, Twitchu oraz Kiku. Widzimy się jutro. Trzymajcie się i hej, papatki.